Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the 49ers. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, I don't think too many folks around the NFL saw this one coming. This is a Jacksonville team that's had a lot of forgettable seasons, really since their arrival in the league. But now here they are making their first appearance on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They were close a few years ago, losing the AFC Championship game in New England. And early in their tenure, they got to an AFC Championship game. But you're right about the number of forgettable seasons. Here they are, one of 4 teams coming into this year. The Browns, the Texans, and the Lions, the other 3, that had never played in a Super Bowl. They've taken care of that now, and now they want to win this one.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history. One of the most successful teams in the Super Bowl era, no doubt. They look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Pats and Steelers for most ever.
And they've been really close in recent years. They were in this game just 3 seasons ago, Super Bowl 54 in Miami. Had the lead in the 4th quarter against Kansas City, but watched it slip away. And how about last year? Lost a 4th quarter lead to the Rams in the NFC title game.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And as we know and as we discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jacob. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. ETN up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. Then everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jacob. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
first down. Jacob. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Jacob. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. After that last run, Lance is going to throw it here. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Charles, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Pulled in at the 24. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, sir.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 67 yards. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. Jacob. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 3-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. It looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
1 quarter done, 3 more to play here at Super Bowl 57.
8-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Give running right is Mitchell. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. Lance now to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Another run with Mitchell.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Lance.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the bootleg. Jacob. They'll roll him out right. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, the ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the two. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Off the bootleg, Jacob. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And it's been the passing game that's gotten them to where they are, 2 quarters away from a possible Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both teams with some extra time to prepare during this long halftime break, but we're about ready to restart the second half of Super Bowl 57. So let's get back out to Arizona and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
on 2nd and 7. Lance being chased out left. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flush to his right. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the bootleg. Jacob. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Jacob. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Jacob. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And Lance again going to keep it. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Lance on the keeper. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the 49ers have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Lance going to try to throw for this. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. after the touchdown. It's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Off the bootleg, Jacob.
That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Open man right side is Ingram. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Off the bootleg, Jacob. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Off the bootleg, Jacob.
Able to complete this to Chenault.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jacksonville first.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Lance.
Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now Lance.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Another toe for ETN.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Jacob flushed out right. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown in this Super Bowl. And the Jags have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Now that was an impressive drive. But I think we're going to talk about being way more impressive because of who led them. A rookie quarterback in that spot, putting his team in front, that's big league.
Ryan Santoso now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So Lance and the Niners down 17-13, a minute 13 to play. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Lance. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Okay, ready?
Lance looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Let's go. Check pitch. Opposite. 3.
Here's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.